I got a question in one of my videos. The guy says, teach me how to get a six pack. He says, what kind of workout should I be doing? Should I be doing a push pull leg split? Teach me how do you get your body to the level that you got your body. If you've seen some of my other videos, you notice that yes, I do have a six pack and it's mostly like that year round. I don't really allow myself to get fat or sloppy. Every now and then I do. I stray a little bit, but most of the times I do keep my abs in check for most of the year. And as you see from my body game videos, it has provided me with great results with women as well. So I'm going to go over what you would do, but I'm not going to go super in depth because you don't need a lot of in depth information to get this right in the beginning. So this guy says, I'm doing push pull legs. Does that matter? No, it doesn't in a way. I'm going to tell you why. Push pull legs is when you go in the gym, you have a day where you're doing pull in movements like pull ups, rows, things where your body is pulling as you're lifting. And then the next day, you got pushes like bench press, things like that. The key is you want to work all your body parts. Yes, that's the answer. When you go to the gym, if you are going to the gym, work every body part possible. That's all you need to do. Some people can do a push pull leg split where they're splitting up the body parts, or you can do a full body workout. Like I usually do full body workouts where I'll do squats and bench press on the same day and then go multiple days a week. Or you could do it the other way around. But the key is yes, work all your body parts. Now, when it comes to getting abs, you want to do heavy lifts or either getting a lot of repetitions. They both work. That's the funny thing about it. The key is you got to go until your body starts to get fatigued, no matter what exercise you're doing, no matter what type of split you're doing. You got to go until your body starts to get fatigued. Even if you were doing push ups at home, you could actually do push ups to build your abs. And if you haven't tried it before, you could try it today. Get on the ground and do as many push ups as you can. As you start to fatigue with your push ups, you will notice that you will start tightening up your stomach to help you get through the push ups. Your back will start working a little bit more. Like you will have other muscle groups come in to help you out, to help you get through some of the push ups when it's really hard and your arms start to come fatigued. This is actually how you build abs. Literally doing almost any exercise until you start to reach fatigue. And then as you get fatigued, start tightening up your stomach a lot more and continue pushing through the exercise for just a few more reps. That is what actually builds your abs over time. It's not so much what you thought, where you have to sit and do specific ab exercises. Do I do sit ups and stuff like that? Very rarely, yes. I've done ab exercises in the gym. I would say most of my results have not come from that, even though you can do those too. You can do sit ups, you can do leg lifts, you can do crunches, you can do all of those things. But what's going to benefit you the most is doing almost any exercise till you get fatigued. And then as you get fatigued, tighten up that stomach on purpose. Like you need to focus mentally on tightening up your stomach and breathe as you do your exercises. And that's going to help you build up your stomach. That's why you can do deadlifts. If you're in the gym, you can do heavy deadlifts. That's going to help. Heavy barbell squats. I've done barbell squats. As you get a heavy weight on a barbell squat, you have to tighten up your stomach because that's the only way you're going to be able to manage and hold the weight as you go up and down, especially coming up out of the bottom of a squat. You will have to have your stomach tightened up. You can't have a loose stomach really trying to handle heavy weights. So that's where you're going to go in this direction of doing heavy weights, go to fatigue, and keep that stomach tight no matter what you do. You can do this with pull ups, you can do this with push ups, you can do this with bench press, with squat, deadlift. It doesn't matter to move, it doesn't matter to split. That's why I'm going to tell you. I'm going to simplify it for you because it's actually not that hard. When it comes to workouts and working out, like the exercise you do, try those things, try all of those things, but just do it the way I'm talking about. And then, of course, you got the other side of it, which is eating. Eating is the other important aspect, no doubt about it. We all know that. Now, when it comes to that, this is going to depend on the person, specifically where you are starting. If you're overweight and you're trying to come down and you want a six pack, then I need to probably tell you more specifically for yourself where to go. So if you like need personal coaching with that, That's something I can help you with. I've coached at least a few hundred people since I've been doing this. I've been training people for like about 8 years now. Then if you're skinny, like I was when I started out, like I'm not skinny now. I'm bulkier. I've gained 40 pounds since I started working out. Like if you're like me, I started out like 140, and you want to build muscle and then still have a six pack later when you gain weight, I could help you with that too. So that's going to depend on how you eat. It's going to depend on where you're starting. So I don't want to go too far into that because that's going to be a little bit more individualized. But the key things you're going to have to think about when it comes to eating, of course, it's the same information you heard anywhere. I'm not giving you something that you have not heard or can't research anywhere. It's really, you got to make sure you're getting enough protein in your meals. All your meals need to be centered around, is this filled with protein? And that means, is it at least 30 grams of protein? And that's why I don't agree with people snacking. If you're trying to get abs, most snacks don't have a lot of protein unless you're going to be eating like a protein bar or a protein shake. If you're not going to be doing any of those two things, most of your snacks aren't really going to be helpful to you building a six pack. If you want to build a six pack, you got to be eating protein with every meal. And I say, like, they tell you to get about 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. Yes, that's the goal that you want to work towards. You might not hit that number in the beginning, but at least getting as close as possible to that is going to be helpful. You want to have carbohydrates, believe it or not, because if you don't have any carbohydrates, your stomach will probably, say you get your body fat down low, your stomach will probably look flat, but your abs don't really stick out that much. So carbohydrates are a good thing. But that's why I said that stuff gets complicated once you getting down to a lower body fat. In the beginning, you're going to have to learn about how much calories you need for yourself. And that's why I say personal coaching is recommended if you are talking about the nutritional standpoint. The working out part is the easiest thing ever because I just told you that you don't need anyone to coach you on that other than just keep your stomach tight, do heavy lifts, do everything, work your entire body. Don't just do ab exercises. But if you want like nutritional coaching, I've written meal plans for myself and other people before, and I can help you through some of that. I just need to know your starting point as an individual. So that way I don't lead you in the wrong place because I could give out some general nutrition advice, and the same advice is not always the same for each person. There's specific things you might want to change. So let me know. And if not, if we can, we could set something up, like a Patreon membership or something like that where I can coach you and give you access to me on Discord each month. And I'll be glad to help you out. But that's the start of how you get a six pack. If you're just talking about the working out portion, you should be able to follow that. And if you're already doing your eating stuff and you got control of that, follow what I said on the working out portion, and you will get a six pack with enough diligence. But I think you would benefit from having a coach, and it doesn't have to be me, or you can get another trainer or somebody to help you out. That's the best way to get there. You could find it on your own. It might take you more trial and error. But yeah, thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments.